What's going on, guys? It's ManvsMedium. Thanks for joining me today and for showing me your support. In this video, if you can't already tell from the title, I'm going to be getting in down and dirty on how to get used to H1Z1. I guess it's how to get started in H1Z1. Catch me words, right? Let's roll the tape, guys. Alright guys, so here we have it. Here is a freshly spawned guy. You're gonna hit T to get yourself all situated if it's a third person server. If not, then you're SOL and you will be stuck in first person view. There's a couple of ways that you can get started off. First thing that I like to do before I start picking up anything, and I know this can vary from person to person, but what I like to have is a lot of carry space, because obviously this is a survival game and it's all about what you can pick up in order to craft or maintain your ability to survive. And a quick little tip is to take your shirt, shred it. The key factor is always cloth when it comes to a number of things, so that's how you get, it's all about how you can get cloth when you begin. Alright, so tear up your shirt, you get 4 bits of cloth, and you can also tear up your pants and get 4 bits of cloth. Now what you get with that, now if you saw in the video, it was 100 slots for the shirt. Oh, I've got something in my pants, so I'll shred it up. And also the pants are 100 slots. So that's 200 slots that I'm going to sacrifice by shredding these two items, right? But when I show you, I've already discovered it, so now, what you can gather from 4 scraps of cloth, which is, we have 2 more right now, you can create a satchel, and the satchel holds 300. So by tearing up those 2 pits, you get a makeshift backpack, if you will, a satchel, there you go, and it enables you to carry 100 more slots worth of items than what you would have shirt pants. So that's what I do to begin with. And then just go ham picking up sticks. You get sticks by picking up. I don't know what the hell they are. Huge 4-leaf clover looking things. Yeah, these massive stick bushes. Alright, we just go mental, pick these up. Really jubbly, get as many as we can. I just basically wait until I see the little "you have dropped" icon in the bottom left. Oh, you won't see it. Okay. Okay, because we've got 300 slots, we do this all day long. In fact, with that said, we just such a there we go. Been such a Billy no mates. Alright, there we go. So, once I grab another one, now you can see how it says you've dropped 1 stick, so that's cool. Now, we have 2 bits of cloth left over. First thing you want to do is make a makeshift bow once you've, followed my most recent steps. And I don't need to discover that, and I'll just show you how to do it. You put the cloth in and the stick in, and it's not going to discover it because I already have, right? I can craft the bow. You can make another type of bow with the same ingredients, with the stick and a bit of cloth and a spool of string. I'd like to do a comparison video, I guess, to see if there is any difference with those two, between those 2 forms of bow. I doubt it, maybe, but alright guys, so I skipped through that and we've created all of our sticks. We now have 37 sticks converted to 37 arrows. I also get rid of this thing. I don't really give a damn about a torch anymore. There was it first. So look at that, I've got 37 of those. I've still got 300 slots free, so what you do is obviously spam more sticks and you've got plenty of room for picking up weapons and other bits of metal, blackberries, all that good stuff, Blackberries? I also like to check in these little containers, because sometimes the furnaces have little bits of coal in them. Now how do you tell which way you're going? Northwest, east or south? Hey, dude, that totally just locked up on me like a... That wasn't me, that was just horrifically slow. Alright, so this guy's dropped some nice loot for us to begin with. Always watch out with the zombies when you kill them because you get the little loot drops. Right now I don't have a blade, so I'm sure I may contradict myself and get a bit of cloth, but 9 times out of 10 you don't get cloth when you punch them. You get it when you use a bladed item. My darting skills, my arrow skills. There we go. I'm not gonna bother with that one. Alright, so we've got more scrap cloth, scrap metal, and that. Oh, that scrap metal will come in handy, because watch this. With scrap metal, look, with 1 bit of scrap metal and 1 wood stick, you can craft a makeshift hatchet. So let's go ahead and do that. And again, so I'm going to show it. Alright, we're going to craft that. So 1 bit of scrap metal that I just found in the vehicle, and 1 stick. Easy as that. Look, we've got ourselves a pretty slick weapon there. Melee, whatever the hell, however you guys say it. So that's like a number 2 thing. You want to get yourself a nice, formidable weapon. Bow is obviously king over a lot of weapons, just for the fact that it has unlimited supply and it is pretty darn strong. How was that? Not a headshot, you bastard. My gooch. It's always good to pop the zombies, as get loot. Potentially, that type of loot can vary. Now look, if I wang him with an axe, hatchet, sorry, look, get a bit of scrap cloth. Treat. Got plenty of scrap cloth. Oh, sorry, I should have said. Also, you want to unpack your gauze, because then it's easily accessible. Because each bit of gauze, I don't know if it still is 10 health, but it was 10 health. It takes 2 bits of scrap cloth to make a bandage. See how it says bits of bandage? It's always good to have them on hand. And as long as you have a bladed item, and you saw how easy it was to make that hatchet, it's not some fancy recipe, just to stick in a bit of metal shard. Scrap metal. Look at that, seeing how the loot may get patched, you know, and nerfed a little bit, but as of right now, day of this video, the loot is plentiful. When I first started playing it, it was horrible. Admittedly, it was absolutely very redundant, especially with everyone going bloody Han Solo YOLO on you. So if you had something, you were basically just a target. Even though it is that way right now, you know, everyone's pretty much kill on sight and all that. But okay, crowbars. Crowbar is a great weapon, as you can see there. It can be used to reclaim scrap metal from wrecked vehicles or planks from wood crates. Basically makes things easy to retrieve, and it's a very fast weapon. I don't have a slot to put it in. This only takes 100, so with my 300 slots, I can afford to put my hammer in satchel. For effect. Sit down, you bastard. See, always use your sharper items. 308 rounds, long range. Alright. Oh, I didn't move. We'll take the vitamins. I should just take my vitamins right off the bat because it gives you like an immunity boost. Admittedly, I don't really know what the heck that's for right now. It's respawned instantly. Always get your hand on an empty bottle. If you come across one, you don't need a stack. I see people carrying all sorts of bloody bottles all bloody day. But when you have an empty bottle, excuse me, picking my nose there, empty bottle and a bit of sugar, you can actually, I don't think this will craft, it's got to be purified water. So as long as I put some stagnant water in there, boil it, I can then put a dollop of sugar in there, and I'll be able to make your binoculars. Can't go wrong with those, John. Can't go wrong with those. Binoculars are okay. You know what? I'll just show you what they do. They're okay. They're pretty useless, to be honest with you. They zoom in a bit. I mean, but frankly, I don't give a shit, because if I saw someone there, I can see them with my own eyes. You know? I mean, they're useful, but big ass heads in the way. It's all about process of elimination. What do you need versus don't? You know, necessity. Right now, got a crowbar, which is pretty dangerous. It's all about, if you get attacked, how the hell am I going to make someone bleed and if not die? Oh, nice. There's a metal sheet. Metal sheet and one stick can craft a combat knife. So that is another treat to have in your backpack. That's what I always use to slice and dice. I am actually... Did I just... Okay, I was going to say, did I just craft a bloody knife? And look, and it actually made a knife for me. Sorry, it had a knife right there. Okay. Oh. I'm going to give this guy a crowbar. Hello there! I come in peace, geezer, and I bear gifts. Oi! Hey there, mate. Trust me, I'm friendly. I'm not... Don't be a douche. This is friendly land. I'm not gonna... I was actually going to give you something, but if you're just going to be an ass about it... Seriously, you want to listen to me? Hey, look. Take that, buddy. Right there, look. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. He's a 2015, and the guy didn't have a mic. Oh, I'll take the damn thing there. See it, did he? He'll probably try and shoot me. For all that. Hit my crowbar. Screw you, buddy. You probably will try and shoot me. Okay. Scrap metal. I will take this because I can make the scrap metal. I can make metal shards. And with the shards and a stick. Okay, stick and... Okay, I can't pick up a metal shard. Let me just drop combat knife real quick. Pick up the metal shard. Kind of gets on my tits, it's got to be in your inventory to craft it. I don't get that. You know, just fuck it, man. If it's right there, you should be able to do it. Okay, metal shards and a stick creates a shovel, which is pretty sick. So let's create a shovel. And you can also... This is probably where it's going to hit me in the conkers. There we go. See, good. It's going one through one. It's like one bit of shard, one metal shard, two metal shards, all this, but it's like I have to discover them individually. It's not like dump a load of metal shards in and a load of sticks and it gives me everything that you can create with that. And I should also be able to, and maybe wrong, maybe it's a plank. I thought I was able to make a spear. Yeah. Well, maybe that was wrong. Shit. Gonna be like that. If you're gonna be like that, then right then. Well, let's take our combat knife and let's make a trowel. See, sorry, I would call it a trowel. Okay, it is a shovel. This shovel can be used once to dig up a small hole to stash a few items. So, great little bit of kit to have around to stash some gear, you know? Now I am going to get rid of... Gotta be able to discover some more. Scrap metal. Oops. What? See? How bizarre. Metal shards. Stick. I'm convinced... Nope, it is actually 1 and 1, but... Okay, whatever. We're good. That's 100, 630, that's 10. Screw it. So let's get rid of that for now. Because I can actually take the shards and the shovel and the sticks, and I can still craft a combat knife which takes up 100. So right now, fuck the knife. I don't need it. Okay, because obviously I need for this. Get your word straight. I need the storage space. I was convinced I could make a damn. I was absolutely convinced I could make a spear, but unfortunately, I seem to have failed you guys. More bloody scrap metal, more bloody hammers. The other thing that's a bit finicky right now is when you find a hammer and such, or a hammer, when you find any type of weapon, it doesn't specifically tell you what it, on the floor what its current health or condition is until you've actually put it in your inventory, which is a bit of a bugger. It means you've essentially, unless you've got the space, you'll essentially drop the item in your inventory and then pick up the other one. Alright, so, being as though my hatchet only has a health of 500, I've just found a wood axe that, even though it's damaged a lot, significantly, it still has a greater durability level than my hatchet, so I'll take that anyway. Whenever I find these antibiotics, pills and such, I always take them to boost this, whatever the hell the immunity thing does. I haven't looked into that, I'm afraid. I apologise. May check it down in the description. But as of right now, that is how easy this shiznittle is. Loot is plentiful. Loot. It's raining loot in H1Z1. And it has helped reduce the general douchebaggery. Because I can tell you this now, when I first started playing on first week of release, and for a little while after, everyone, if they just caught a whiff of you, and it may actually, I tend to play more on private servers, and I guess it probably is still reminiscent on public servers, but on private servers, people are less likely to hose you down, punch you in the face, and try to kill you. So, you know, if you can, try and join a private hive, and this will be the first video for now in a long and hopefully enjoyable series of H1Z1 videos. So for right now, this is ManvsMedium signing out. If you get the chance, go ahead and punch that like button straight in the face, and shake the dislike button by the head if you didn't like this video. As you can see, when I shredded my shirt and pants, loot is everywhere, man. You ain't even got to worry about it. Let's go with a bit of GQ here. So brown, yeah, I think the green will look a bit better than the red. Yeah, look at that. It's all camoed. It's all camoed. Nice one, John. Nice one. Right. So in the next video, we're going to look for a backpack and hopefully find some guns and stuff. We'll venture into Pleasant Valley or maybe Taco Town. That seems to be the susceptible place to find. But, alright, I don't want to go on too much longer, so thanks very much, guys, and I will see you next time.